Okay, well, I mean, that damn thing smells of oil anyway. It's getting some rust on the top because it's been too long. Woo! Welcome to Night's Arcade. Welcome back to Night's Arcade. I'm Sleepless Night, as I'm sure most of you know. I will now don these ridiculously large headphones. Huh? Hasn't it been too long? Look. Now, this is a temporary sort of background thing I've got going on here, so probably most of that will come sort of unstuck at some point or another. And I haven't quite worked out where I am everywhere with all my cables and things. There's no lights under here, so I can only by putting light in the booth on can I actually see any of this. Who we got? Who we got anyway? Who we got? Oh, we got Dwight. Hello, buddy. We got HJ. We got Richard. We got Rue. Hey, man. GW. Look. See? Now look at there. There we go. See? Let's have a... Hey, see if that actually worked. It seemed to. That seems to be working. All right. Wow. Well, man, I've got like a lot of stuff to tell you about. The boys were joking about it the other day. Oh, the chatbot won't work yet. The chatbot is not present. Rusty is not present for this particular stream. There are a lot of things that aren't quite set up yet. They didn't have time to mess about with. And there's a bunch of cables under here. I haven't quite fit. See, now I've got my key light up here, but where the mic boom had to go sort of reaches over it now. So if I lower that anymore, it kind of clatters the light. But now there's no real reason why the light can't be... So I've got all sorts of stuff to sort out. I'll fine-tune it as the weeks go on. Hydrate. Whenever the bot works. The bot does work. It's not the bot's fault, really. It's my fault for... I kind of stopped using it for a while, so I moved a bunch of stuff around. Because like I have a big hard drive, external hard drive. And the thing that I shared the other day, right, in the Discord with the power coming on and all of that, right? Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense to, you know, like, and I shared it with Matt and Richard, and like, so Richard's got, I think, I forgot where the comment section was during the live. Oh, it's my lovely wife. There she is, look. No, you can't. So the chatbot's not on yet. I haven't sorted the chatbot out. It's one of the things on the long list of stuff to fix. But yeah, so when I shared the thing about switching all the switches on and stuff, the reason I put that together is because that, in here, that's what it feels like, right? You know, I think he's got a gaming PC. Oh, he's got an Xbox. I think, have you got a PlayStation, HJ? I think HJ's got a PlayStation as well. I'm not entirely certain. But, you know, like Matt he's got a laptop and an Xbox, and Richard's got an Xbox. So I share it with those guys. But in here, it really, really was a case of like flick, switch that on. Okay, switch that on. And there literally was a thing, my HDMI matrix, there really was a thing that I had to kind of go to sort of make it work. So yeah, there, you know. Yeah, PC, Series X, and PS4. I thought that was your setup. I wasn't sure you still had a PlayStation. No, I wasn't certain. So yeah, you know, like the Xbox, most things aren't in their permanent positions, but the cables are, because there's really cable management with my setup is crazy important because I've got the booth and all the audio stuff that goes in there, and I mean, like, I think my PC, the main PC that I'm streaming from, has like 9 USB ports, and every single one of those is full, right? As well as 2 of the HDMI ports, 1 DVI port. There's like, and that's just one PC, you know, and it's crazy. And I set everything up, and I started working on stuff, and I was tweaking some stuff in Photoshop trying to do a thumbnail, And I thought, right, I'll throw that in there. And it said, well, you know, I don't know where that location is. So that's weird. It's on the hard disk. Son of a bitch! So I'd run all the cables, and I had forgot to put my external hard drive, so I had to dive under and mess about. So there's a few things that I still need to sort out, and I'm going to sort out on like a more permanent background, and all sorts of things are going to happen. But hey, Pog, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Pog's in here. Let's give him a norm. There you go. Since the chatbot isn't working yet. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff to set up. Lighting and setups all over the place. I'm just going to play a bit of Just Cause, but I'm going to, only because it's the kind of thing I can just chill out, and it's not going to, if I'm not doing anything for a while, it's not going to bitch at me to get on with stuff. How you doing, buddy? Lab, Pog, Tony, right? He's like a friend of mine. He always... Oh, the shipbreaker poster was always there before, but it was kind of behind me, and you couldn't really see it. So the shipbreaker poster was there. What we got up today, we got Just Cause, Portal 2, RDR 2, and shipbreaker. Oh, and Richard might remember, probably not though. I've got in the booth there. There's my caution driver asleep thing that we originally put in the window as like an Easter egg in the Apollo 13 done in 60 seconds film, which me and Richard made back in 2009. Long time ago. Hey, Light, I've been very, very well, thank you. So yeah, I've got lots of stuff to cover, lots of stuff to sort of tell you all about and fill you in on. No KCD, no. I don't very often play KCD on the channel because although I kind of became well known for doing KCD, that's what started the channel and really, really sort of kicked it off. Tom, right. I won't remember that because I suck at remembering stuff. I can't even get my own children's name right most of the time. My wife will back me up on this. Richard, HJ, or Matt. Well, Matt's not in here, but the rest of them will. Lab, yes. Pug, learn audio basics. Tony. Oh, KCD deco in the room. Yeah, all right. Yeah, no KCD. No, I've thrown up what I've got. I've got some KCD, and the thing is, a load of the stuff that I used to have up is still in boxes. So, like, I had to dig loads of boxes out just before the stream to put these up. Deco. All right, fair enough. But yeah, learn audio basics. Right, he used to go by... Oh no, peasants. Go on, help me out. Tony, help me out. Peasants up something. Peasant Uprise Gaming, I think. So Pug, right? And then he became Learn Audio Basics because he's an audio engineer. And now he's Lab, so Peasant Uprise Gaming, there you go. I knew it was something like that. So yeah, now, the guys know this, HJ knows this, and Matt knows this, and Richard knows this. Richard knows this because Copper Octopus, that is. For anybody who doesn't know when I'm referring to Richard, it's Spiff! I'm going to give Spiff a norm, even though she can't hear, because Spiff, I think, is probably streaming herself at this very moment. Let me see if I have a... no, that's Obsidian, okay. Yeah, Richard, Copper Octopus, that's Richard, right? We can hear the norm. So yeah, just sort of, Richard knows this because he was there and he helped me move. My poor wife there. So this is a house, this is the first house that we have owned, right? So we own this house, right? All the other places, the reason I keep moving around, or the reason I have been moving around, but we won't need to now for a long time, hopefully, begrudgingly. We won't need to move around for a while now, for many years, I hope, because this is the first house we've owned. But the thing is about the other places, we can, we know how much we can afford to spend, and quite often we'd get a brand new house to move into that nobody ever lived in. We were renting, it'd have all the rooms that we wanted and all of those sort of things. So, you know, this house, of course, because we bought it, is necessarily quite a bit smaller than the places that we've been in. So, consequently, I've basically had to build all of this, which I'll tell you about in a minute. But one of the things is, of course, unlike a lot of the nice new shiny houses that we've lived in before when we were renting, this place dates back to the 50s, and it hasn't been kept very well at all. So it's needed a lot of work, and it still needs a lot of work. But like the kitchen was just moldy and falling apart, what part of the kitchen there was. So I've had to replace that. We've had some windows put in and stuff like that. But this was a big thing for us, you know, 2 small children, and we're moving house into a first home that we own. And, you know, we've got everything set up, and we've got this massive audio booth to move and all the other crap that I've been carting around with me for years and years and years. Consequently, I get a couch when I stay. That's correct, buddy. Couches only at the moment, yeah. So, yeah, but I'm not making this up. I swear, Richard can back me up on this. So, very, very stressful time moving, right? Now, I've done it a lot, but it doesn't make it any less stressful. It's very, very stressful time moving. We've got 2 small children, and we just ferried the children off to my parents' house so that we could move. Richard was on his way to us, and Amki and I jumped in the car to go get the moving van, at which point Amki says to me, "I don't want you to panic." Now, that's not great, is it? When you say, "I don't want you to panic," but I was coughing up blood this morning. Now, I'm pretty sure that most of you can gather where my head went from there, you know, because on the list of symptoms you really don't ever want to hear is I was coughing up blood, right? On what is already one of the most stressful days in the world. And, you know, good thing she told you not to panic. Anyway, Richard arrived, and I told him, and, you know, but we're not talking specks of blood. We're not talking a little speck in a hanky. We're talking like a small cupful, like lots and lots of blood. Like we took her to the hospital to get her checked out, and she seemed fine when she came out. She was coughing up loads and loads of blood, and then it happened again. I had to take her to the hospital again. She had an x-ray. I had to take her to the hospital again late at night, and I was a wreck. I was not in a good place, and we had to leave Amki there because we had to move all the stuff. So Richard and I went back, and I had to leave Amki at the hospital, coughing up blood. I don't know, you know, is the love of my life now going to die just as we get So anyway, long story short, it wasn't anything terribly serious. When she got a test back, it was just pneumonia, which, you know, as you can imagine, ordinarily it's a pretty horrible thing to hear, but under these circumstances, you know, we live in the Western world, and, you know, antibiotics can take care of pneumonia most of the time. And she got antibiotics and she was fine. But that was that. So then we moved in, and just exactly. No, I've had pneumonia, and Amki's had pneumonia before, and I've had it. We both had it. I had it when I was a kid. Amki had it when she was a kid, but then she got it again as an adult. But yeah, at least, but yeah, as Amki says, that was a serious few moment. You know, like, no, it wasn't an RDR. It wasn't an Arthur thing. At least there's no TB or. But, you know, that's your brain goes TB, lung cancer. You go, like, it goes to all the worst places first when someone coughs up blood, especially in those amounts. Oh, God damn. Like, I had it after I moved out of Ripon Street. Tom! Okay, I'm sorry, buddy. When you said it's Tom, by the way, I thought you were just letting me know that Tom is my name. You can call me that, right? I didn't know you meant Tom. Sorry, it was only when he said after I moved out of Ripon Street, I was like, Ripon Street? Tom! Right, I see. Tom. How are you, man? Whoa, buddy. It's been a long time. Kegs! Heck, the Tom, yeah. The Tom. There you go. Okay. So yeah, like so that happened. And then the place was upside down. We had everything in boxes, and like for the first couple of months, you could only just get into this room that I'm sitting in is actually quite large. I think it's one of the largest rooms in the house. It's quite big for a living room in the UK, at least. It's quite large. Luckily, because there's no other place for me to have like my audio booth and stuff like this. So what I've had to do, I bought a really cheap, just a flat desk with steel legs, right? And then what I've done essentially is I've built a wall onto it, and I've built a desk onto that wall to house all of this crap, right? Which you can't see, but trust me, I know, I've shared a few photos in the Discord and stuff like that. There's a lot of equipment I'm looking at now. I'm melting under the heat of it all. God knows what it's going to be like in the spring and the summertime, but yeah, so because there's nowhere else for me to work, I had to kind of partition this off in the living room, and luckily the living room's big enough that I've got this tiny area here partitioned off now with this mega desk that I've built, and then there's still a living room area on the other side of it. So, we've made one room into sort of two rooms, not quite. The partition doesn't go all the way to the ceiling. It just goes high. It just goes beyond the top of up to the top of the audio booth window. So yeah. Yeah. Mega desk. So yeah, so we moved in. Amki has pneumonia. She's coughing up blood. We move into the house. The kitchen's absolutely riddled with mold. The place is just full of cobwebs and spiders and God knows what else. So we've had to do all sort of work with that. We're still battling with mold, like quite badly in a few of the rooms. There's like a utility area at the end, which used to be like a coal shed, and it's not, because it's only single skin, because it was an outdoor utility area that they've kind of, they do this a lot with like council houses here in the United Kingdom, like government-owned houses. But what used to be council houses, it's privately owned now, obviously, but it used to be a council house. And a lot of people put up these partitions where there used to be outdoor sheds and toilets. But of course, that part of the house is only single skin. So when it gets cold, when it's cold out like it is now, any warm air that's inside condenses quite quickly against the walls, and it just runs in, water. So anyway, I'm going to try to do this in some sort of order now. For anybody that might be, I'm going to try to make this, to save me making an extra video. We'll see, but I'm going to try to make this into an update video later on and put it on the channel. So, we'll see how we sort of do about that. But definitely don't want a lot of mold with the risk of pneumonia. No. Have you been watching The Last of Us? No, I have not. No. Kept his mask on more than the sunbed. Is that a goatee? Tanned in a weird way. It's probably the light. The light does a weird thing because what I noticed when I've moved my key light, the key light has different light color levels, right? So it has warm light and sort of cold light all the way through light temperature. But when it gets to warm, there are sort of warmer colored LEDs that take over from the colder ones, right? But what seems to have happened, I don't know how, and I don't know how to put it right. I've tried fiddling with it in every way from Sunday, but what seems to have happened now is that light is now split into two. So like half of the cold light LEDs aren't working, right? And half of the warm ones aren't working. So it's like half cold light, half warm, and I've got it probably a lot brighter than it used to be when I had this set up. I don't know. Eldar! Hey, man! Oh, it's good to see you, buddy. There you go. Give Eldar a norm, obviously. Busy working, married, 2 children, 1 more on the way. Whoa. Nice. Eldar, the old one. The old guard is all here. So, yeah, I have got some stuff I sort of want to run through, what to sort of expect, but yes, first of all, like, if I can ever finish this story without getting sidetracked, you know what it's like. This is nothing new to you guys. You watch me all the time. You know I do this. Let's skedaddle down the side of the mountain a second. Woo! So, yeah, once we got in, you know, there were a million things to do. And then I got, like, a really, really horrible stomach bug for about a month. So I couldn't really eat anything for ages and ages and ages. And immediately following that, I had like a really, really bad cough for about 6 weeks that just wouldn't clear off. Fitness-wise, that's been great, because what I had was about a month, 5 weeks or so, between 3 and 5 weeks where I ate nothing but toast, followed by about 6 weeks of coughing. So I lost a lot of weight, and then the coughing kind of really tightened the old muscles there. So, you know, fitness-wise, it's the disease combo for the beach border, you know. Not really concentrating. Look. No, I shouldn't have done that while I was talking. Whee. Woo. So, yeah, so then I was really ill. Then I've been sorting all this kitchen and stuff like that out. And then I had to continue work on this partition and mega desk before I could return. And as I said, everything's still not really quite right and where it's going to be. But, you know, I'll get to that. It's no problem. It's not stopping me from streaming. Now, the next couple of weeks are going to be kind of... The schedule is going to be kind of weird. For those who don't know, I think everybody in here does, but for those who don't know, I normally stream on a Tuesday, and then, you know, the occasional other day, as and when, you know, if I've got something I really want to sort of stream that's released on a certain day or stuff like that, right? I won't be doing Tuesdays for the next couple of weeks, because next Tuesday... I missed Tuesday this week because things weren't quite ready. Next Tuesday is my birthday, so I'm not going to be streaming next Tuesday. The Monday following that... So next week, Tuesday is my birthday, so I'm going to stream on Wednesday again next week. The week following that is the Monday following that, like 6 days after my birthday, is the channel's birthday. So I started making KCD content on the day it released, actually, which is the 14th, I think, in 2018, 14th of February. On my birthday, I'm pretty sure that's the day it came out, or the day before. I can't remember, but it was around there. It's the only way I could afford a game. That's why I started a gaming channel at that point. But what I realized was I started making the content for the first week. I made it on the Sleepless Night channel before I set up a specific gaming channel. So I looked the other day, and the first video I ever put up on Nights Arcade was on the 20th of February 2018. So the 20th, which is, you know, nearly 2 weeks away, is going to be the channel's official 5th birthday. So what I'm going to try to do that week is I'm going to try to stream on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and hopefully on the Tuesday, I'm going to try to get together a multiplayer thing. Maybe we'll do some Project Winter, depending on who I can get together on what days. Then hopefully when I do that, I'm going to try to put together something special on the Tuesday. So hopefully like a big content creator multiplayer stream. So, you know, well, we'll see who we can get, you know. I'm sure Richard, you know, if he's available, you know, but we'll see who we can get and what we can work on what day. If we can't make it that day, we'll do it another day. And but yeah, so hopefully I'm going to stream Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of that week. So this week, Wednesday, today, next week will be Wednesday again instead of Tuesday, because Tuesday's my birthday. And the week after that, I'm going to try to stream Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Right, so yeah. That's that. Right, so I've got notes. Look, I've got all my sticky notes now all over my desk. It's not going to take long to apps. There we go, don't need that one anymore. So the one note I put on the bottom here was that I've got to be honest and say that with the crazy amount of stress with everything we went through on the move and everything like that, and the lack of space and, you know, everything that was going on there, I must admit, I got to a point where I almost decided never to come back. But, you know, I got past it. I got past it pretty quick. It was only a couple of weeks when I was thinking about it. I thought, should I bother? Really? I'm getting kind of old now. It's like, you know, loads of people that started channels at the same time as me have found more success. I mean, a lot of that's due to the fact that I keep having these massive gaps where I've moved house, I'm sure. But yeah, but I'm back, and I'm like super excited to get back to gaming. I have missed it so much. I've missed playing with the guys. I've got like a whole plan for what we got coming up in 2023. So one of the first things that I'm trying to sort out, as usual, you know what I'm like, I try not to actually do anything until it's absolutely perfect, which is why it quite often takes me a long time to get back after a move. And it's why quite a lot of the time I end up not doing stuff at all, because I'm like, no, it's not right. It's got to be right. So the new sort of group thing that we have for group videos and multiplayer, which, you know, you guys all know, because you know who the boys are by now. It's Richard, Copper Octopus there. It's Matt, it's Pilot Knight. And it's HJ and myself, and we've formed a new sort of group. I'm gonna start putting some videos together as the year goes on, a little bit in a similar vein to the Sidekicks ones, but I am gonna try to make them a little bit more narrative focused. But as I think I've explained before to people, what I tended to do with the Sidekick stuff and what I will do with this is that I just record a lot of us playing, and then I will try to form it into some sort of narrative from that. And, you know, we'll do some live stream stuff, and, you know, we'll put together some... Whoa, that's a nasty accident. Looky there. So we'll put together some live stream stuff, and you know, I'll make some videos, and, you know, hopefully, like the artwork that I want to do for it. Oh, there's Richard. The artwork I want to do for it is going to be kind of expensive. Commissioning an artist to do the artwork for it is going to cost me quite a bit. So, I don't know. I'll make some temporary artwork, or at least that's what I'm trying to do at the moment. Have my ears back. Spiff's got her ears back. Hey, Bongo, what you doing, buddy? How goes... And Geiger? Oh, look, they're all in now. Let's have some norms out. Hey, no. So that's the first thing sort of coming up in this next year. I am going to try, since E3 has got a physical event back now, I am going to try to cover E3 on the channel. I know, was it last year I did it, and it was really... Was it last year we did the E3 electronic thing and it was really shit? Was that last year or was it the year before? I think that was the year before. It must have been the year before. I didn't do it last year, did I? Because I was at that interim house. Yeah, I didn't do it the year before. So I didn't do it last year. So it was the year before, and it was really, 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 really crap. Oh, I see. So yeah, I'm going to try to cover E3. I am going to, depending on a lot of things, obviously, depending on what time of day it is and when it's announced and when it is, the Starfield showcase that's coming up, I'm going to live stream coverage of the Starfield showcase. Thank you, Spiff. It's really, 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 really good to see you. And I will start getting back into your streams a little more often now as well. Eldar? GW? See you guys. Thanks for dropping by. Anyway, Spiff, I'll be in contact with you about this. I want to try to throw together a multiplayer live stream in the next couple of weeks, if I can. So, you know, be cool if you could join us for that, but I'll get in contact with you about that anyway. Whoa. So yeah, I'll be covering the Starfield showcase if possible. If it seems like it's going to be feasible for me to do that, then that's what I'll do. I hope so anyway. I know there have been a lot of noises about Starfield and an awful lot of whinging. Oh my God, there have been a lot of whinges about Starfield. I think it's going to be shit. Look, as far as I'm concerned, Starfield would have to be dog shit, wrapped in cat shit, dipped in bird shit, with a coating of fried maggots. It would have to be unbelievably crap for me not to play it. I mean, everybody pretty much universally disliked Fallout 76, and I even enjoyed that. You know, yes, it was one of the only games I rage quit in my entire life, simply because of the bugs that were there on release. But even then, I said at that moment when I said, no, that's it, I'm shutting this game down. Even then, sorry about that, Dwight. SK. Yes, I will be back on Tuesdays regularly, Spiff. So I'll be back after the next couple of weeks. I'll be back on Tuesdays. But I was just saying to everybody here, the next couple of weeks are a bit weird because this week I missed Tuesday because I wasn't quite set up. Next week, Tuesday's my birthday, so I'm going to move on to Wednesday again. And then the week after, I'm going to stream Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday and try to make Tuesday something a bit special. But, you know, we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to... Starfield would have to be the worst game imaginable for me not to enjoy it, because even Bethesda's worst stuff, worst sprawling RPGs, you know, in the vein of the Elder Scrolls and Fallout and now Starfield, even the worst ones, I've had just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, sometimes thousands of hours of fun. Like Oblivion, I was in there for thousands of hours over and over. But, you know, most of you know I don't tend to play a game again. I don't tend to play RPGs several times like most people do. But yeah, it's, you know, Starfield would have to be, it's basically the game I've been wanting Bethesda to make since I started playing Bethesda RPGs, which is, you know, what, decade and a half or more ago. But it would have to be unbelievably bad. There's a lot of negative talk about 1,000 planets. Most of it will be procedurally generated, and there'll be nothing on a lot of them. No, but I know that. And how did you not know that? Like, these people, like, have you seen them? I don't know if anybody's following Starfield on YouTube, but most of the Starfield, not all, but most of the people making videos about Starfield are morons. Like, because, I mean, they throw up... Because the thing is, they've only got this one video, really. They've only got about 4 minutes of footage from Starfield, which they just keep looping. And you get sick of seeing the same damn things. It's even worse than it normally is when the release of a game, because they've released almost nothing about the game. But it's, you know, it is what it is. I'm expecting there to be bugs. Of course there will be. It's a Bethesda RPG. I'm expecting there to be thousands of planets with nothing on them. I'm pretty certain... For me, one of the great things about that is that I think they're doing this with a view... Look, you know, following Skyrim still being sold, I think they're doing this with a view to years and years and years and years and years and years and years of DLC. And if you've got 100 star systems or whatever, it was 1,000 planets, you know, that's what you want to do. I'm dropping my controller. No, I've got a ton of stuff to catch up on, Tom. A ton. No Man's Sky, I've dabbled with. The thing that I don't like about No Man's Sky, and I still didn't like about No Man's Sky when the game's great. The thing I don't like about it is, for me, and Starfield won't really scratch this itch. I know it won't. For me, I like flight. Flight is the one thing in gaming at which I do quite well. And I don't like the flight mechanic in No Man's Sky because it was sort of, it was sort of incidental. It was kind of tagged on, and like it's shit. So, it's more about landing places and exploring and mining and harvesting resources and all the story stuff that's in it now and things like that. But if the flight bit in between isn't there, I'm not really. Now, Starfield, I'm expecting the flight mechanic to be shit. I think it'll be terrible. But that is a Bethesda RPG first in space, for Christ's sake, which everybody here must know is my favorite domain. Yeah, I prefer the flight sim aspect as well, which is why I've played a lot of, Elite Dangerous over the years, and, there'll probably be some Elite Dangerous back on the channel. I know everybody else has gotten bored of Elite Dangerous years ago, but I've covered Elite Dangerous since long before it released. I covered it all on the Sleepless Night channel all the way through the alpha and the beta and the gamma, and initially on the main release, and then I disappeared, and then I did some live streams a couple of years ago of Elite Dangerous, and yeah. It's, if you wanna really, it's a really difficult to figure out how to put it, but if you want a realistic kind of simulation, space adventure-y kind of thing, then Elite Dangerous is the way to go. I made Spiff play Outer Wilds. I saw that. I saw on Spiff's playlist that there was Outer Wilds that she'd done recently. Well, a while ago, but I saw that. So what I'm saying is, I expect Starfield to be shit. I expect Starfield to be shit, but it doesn't matter, is the message, really. I don't care. It would have to be the worst game ever conceived of for me not to have masses and masses of fun in it. But like I said, normally I like, for a space game, it's got to have the flight sim thing to it to an extent. It doesn't have to be flight sim, but the flight has got to be enjoyable, which No Man's Sky was not. And still wasn't the last time I played. Maybe they've changed it since. But I know there's a lot of other stuff in No Man's Sky. The reason I haven't gone back into No Man's Sky, to be honest, is because my backlog of other games I want to try is now so long. And, I haven't played... Other than, 2 weeks when I played Ghostbusters with the guys when it released, I haven't played video games since July. Apart from those 2 weeks, that's it. I haven't played any games since July. This is the first time I've touched anything. And a space combat and flight overhaul. Oh, cool. Outer Wilds is now hands down my favourite game, which is kind of a big deal. I am very, very, very pleased to hear that, Spiff. It is easily one of my favourite games of all time. Just simply because of... I know I did a review on it, and it's like, if you haven't seen my Outer Wilds review, it'd do the channel no harm for you to go and have a look at it. And if it makes sense if you played the game, and it makes more sense if you played the game, but there are no spoilers in it if you haven't, because everything that you can say about Outer Wilds is a spoiler. I have played it here on the channel and live stream. I haven't played the DLC, the Echoes of the Eye DLC, but I played the game all the way through again, letting you guys take control, sort of. I know, right, Spiff? Oh, you and me have really we've got to have a chinwag about Outer Wilds. I love talking to people about Outer Wilds, but almost no one that I know has actually played it, that I speak to regularly. But yeah, just the whole idea of the game, every step in that game is a spoiler, yeah. But the whole idea of building a game which has, it has no progression system, it has no weapons, there are no enemies, it has no quests. It has no specific demands of you of any kind except that one right at the beginning to get the launch codes right at the beginning of the game. After that, there's just nothing. It doesn't specifically ask you to do anything ever. The only thing driving you through that game is your curiosity. And at the end, like the very end of it, I actually did weep. I was just, because the message of it is just the message behind the game is, it's just beautiful, and such a beautiful way to deliver that message and to hammer it home into people's minds. And it's really, really difficult to talk about because, you know, so spoilers. No, I won't go any more about that. But anyway, right. So yeah, the Starfield showcase. Starfield will probably be crap when it comes out. That won't bother me in the slightest. I'll have tons and tons and tons of fun in it. I have no doubt whatsoever. So that's other things that we'll be doing later on in the year. The novel that I actually wrote years and years ago, I'm going to try this year in 2023. I'm going to try to re-edit the novel and bring it up to date a little bit. The problem that I had with it was that I wrote it at a time just before a massive technology shift. Right? So right before the beginning of social media and smartphones and all of that, right? And that is kind of central to getting the plot rolling, so it dated really fast. So I'm going to try to tweak a few bits, but hopefully one of the plans is to get that done this year and to publish it on Amazon, self-publish it on Amazon, and try and push it, you know, through the Discord and through the live streams and the YouTube channel. As far as games go, well, I talked about Starfield. You know, I know there's a million potential issues that everyone's whinging about, and I'm not particularly concerned. I haven't checked out any Starfield videos in the last week because I'm sick of seeing people saying the same damn thing. It's all speculation. So here's my speculation. I think Todd Howard is going to stroll out on stage at E3, not on the showcase, not on the Starfield showcase, but at E3, I think he's going to stroll out on the stage and say, Starfield releases today. That's my prediction. I think he's going to walk out at E3 and saying, Starfield is ready, you can get it at the end of today. We can leave here now and download it. I think that's what I think he'll do. In a brown leather jacket, yeah, of course. So that's my prediction. You know, I'm probably wrong, but that's what I think he'll do. Because it'll either release at E3 or in November. I don't think... Okay, Spiff, take care. Completing out of Wilds and being there, moved around the move. Yes. And then it just works. Yeah. Yeah, it'll either release at E3 or in November. To me, they're the only two dates that are feasible, even remotely. I definitely don't think it'll release before then. And if it hasn't released by June, I think they'll put it off until their lucky release window, which is in November, which has worked well for them before. But my prediction is that he'll walk out onto the stage at E3, talk us through Starfield and say, and it's released today. I also think, and this is a little bit, I'm not 100. I also think, I suspect that he has a secret up his sleeve about Starfield that nobody has even guessed at yet. I think Starfield's got one more secret, some sort of secret mechanic or something like, you know, like you could, like, I mean, I don't know what it'd be, but I think they've got a secret still to reveal about it yet. I think, but we'll see. I don't know. Xbox needs some first-class exclusives, so hopefully they'll expect it to be in a fully playable state. I think it will be, but you know. Other than that, so some other games that I'm going to be playing in the year ahead. will be The Invincible. Now, if you haven't checked this game out, I suggest you do. It looks gorgeous. I haven't looked in on it for a while, so maybe maybe something's gone wrong, or I'm missing something. Avowed, yes. I haven't heard any more about Avowed actually since whenever it was first announced, like 2 years ago, year before last. At that E3 thing I was talking about before, where I did the online one, and it was shit. The whole show was pretty crap during COVID. That was that one. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Avowed. But some from this year are The Invincible. Now, if you don't know The Invincible, it's like a sci-fi thriller. I think it's based on a novel, but it's like a sci-fi thriller with some serious, like, retro futuristic 50s B-movie vibes to it. Exactly my kind of thing. Like, Forbidden Planet is one of my favorite movies, and this, like, The Invincible looks great. It looks awesome. So I'll definitely be playing that on the channel when it releases. It's a prequel to the Pillar of Eternity games, which are legendary. Isometric RPGs. No, I'm not a big fan of isometric RPGs, no. Not at all. Is that what Avowed is? I thought Avowed was like a first-person, third-person thing. First-person thing. Anyway. Right, so The Invincible, we'll be playing that. Forever Skies is an early access game coming soon. It's like a first-person, it's a post-apocalyptic survival game, right, with airships, like with customizable airships floating around this, big planet. And I love that idea. I've loved that idea for a long time, and I used to play a lot of those crappy soup up your own airship kind of Facebook games from like a decade or more ago. I used to play a lot of that. It was shit. It never really went anywhere. It was just like, turn-based airship combat thing. It was crap. But this is a first-person apocalyptic survival where you get to upgrade your own airship, and it's great, yes. I'm going to download the demo and play that, Dwight, actually, yes. It releases into early access this year. It looks a bit like... It reminds me a little bit like Raft, but on an airship instead of on the sea. Like Raft for the air, which is great. I love Raft. And I think they're talking about a 4-player co-op mode. And if that's true... Depending on what platforms it comes to, you'll see us play that, I'm sure. Another post-apocalyptic game, which is like a... it is a bit like a... it's an isometric game, but it's just a little bit of a fun thing, which is another post-apocalyptic game, but they describe it as a cozy post-apocalyptic game, which I am going to play because it just looks fun. It looks like the quirky sort of fun that I like. It's like a build-it survival thing. Is I Am Future, which is supposed to be released on the 18th of May. It's from Tiny Build. And you start out trapped on a skyscraper roof in a flooded city. It's more sort of a cutesy kind of a post-apocalyptic survival thing. It's not like a survival horror kind of thing. So that's another one. Yes, a bit. Not sure if it'll be a large buildable area as Raft, but similar. Raft was fantastic. Yeah, I really want to. I'm excited about Forever Skies, but I Am Future is probably not quite so much for a lot of you guys out there. It's my kind of thing because it's the kind of thing I can dabble with a bit, and it's me and my dark, dismal kind of game settings that really bring me down, and I'm like, ugh, I don't have a lot of fun playing them. With very rare exceptions. There are exceptions, and I think there's one that I'm going to tell you about in a minute, which I think will be an exception if we can get the multiplayer going on that as well. So another one is a Nivalis. Nivalis is a... I've written down something here because I don't know how to describe it, and they don't describe it particularly well either. But it's like a future adventure management builder sim thing. First person. And it's set in the cyberpunk world of Nivalis from 505 Games. That looks great. So I'll probably tinker with that a bit when that comes out. I'm not sure. I think there was a... I Am Futures is 18th of May. Forever Skies, I seem to remember, said coming soon. Right, so now, talking about dark, dingy survival horror sort of things, sci-fi, you know me, I'm into sci-fi, and survival horror is not usually my thing, but depending on the specifics of PvP in this game and what platforms it releases on, Level 0 looks like it could be truly fun and terrifying. It is a multiplayer, like PvP survival horror, but like I've written it down here, whether or not I'll play it depends largely on the specifics of PvP. So if it's like PvP against randoms, I'm not really interested, especially with it being a survival horror. I don't care. But if it's PvP, me versus my mates, then and it's available on enough platforms for my mates that we can all get it on the same platform, or it's cross-platform, you know. It won't really matter because there are two people in my little group of buddies for whom the platform you play it on is a little bit of an issue. One of them is a definite issue. The other one is a little bit of an issue. And, you know, if it releases on Xbox, basically, hopefully all four of us can play it. But so that's that. Level 0, right? Another multiplayer PvP thing that looks like a lot of fun, but could potentially just be shit. I kind of get that feeling from it. It looks like this could either be hilarious fun or just crap. Is Deceive Incorporated, which looks great. I think that looks awesome. But whether it will be, I don't know. It's like a multiplayer PvP spy/subterfuge game, which looks great to me, but, you know, whether it will be, I don't really know. And then other games that I want to play. One of the ones that I'm looking forward to that releases on the 30th of March is Dredge, which is just exactly, it just looks like my kind of game. One of those tiny little indies, a gorgeous looking little indie title, adventure role playing they call it. It's a bit like if Far Changing Tides had a baby with the Flame in the Flood. You know, the thing on the raft where you upgrade your raft and you go down the river. It's a bit like that. You basically have a fishing trawler with, you know, there's a story, there's puzzles to sort of solve and stuff like that, and it's just this gorgeous little... I love the artwork of the thing. It's this gorgeous little thing where you can upgrade your little fishing boat and interact with the locals and stuff like that. It seems like a lot of fun. And then, you know, there'll be some playing, I hope, of games that I missed the release of, that I really, really wanted to play on the channel, that I missed the release of, like Deliver Us Mars, which released, a couple of weeks ago, but, you know, I missed the release of that, and I haven't got I don't know what it's available on, unless it comes to Game Pass at the moment. I'm not going to be getting it anyway. High on Life, which I know is on Game Pass, I saw before, which I also wanted to play but missed the release of. What was that, last year? Was that November, December, October? I can't remember. About Deliver Us Mars. Oh yeah, I've got quite a few emails about it. I signed up to their email thing as well, GW. And then another sci-fi builder, a sci-fi city builder that released in December, I think, is Ixion, which, if anybody's ever watched The Expanse, the great, huge colony ship, originally, I can't remember what they call it in the end, but the big Mormon colony ship that they have in that I can't remember the name of. Ixion, the ship, the big, it's like a big colony ship like that, essentially, and you're building, you know, it's like a city builder inside this gigantic spacecraft. So yeah, that's some stuff that I missed the release of. And then, you know, we'll be playing some old favourites like Grounded and Chivalry 2 and Red Dawn Online. And I'm certain, although it doesn't have a lot of the Normandy, nice. Bravo, sir, bravo. It doesn't have a lot of legs, but it is a lot of fun to just play with your buddies for short bits of time. And I think it would work really, really well on stream, which we played when it released back in whenever it was, October, is Ghostbusters. So me and the guys will probably play that on stream at some point, because, like I said, there's not a lot of legs to it, but, you know, it's fun to just mess about and play every now and again. And it's really, really fun when one of you is the ghost and 3 are sort of hunting. Is really, really great. Chivalry 2 now has horses. Yeah, it has had horses for a while. I think we did play it when the horses first came in. I think that was just before... Was that just before I moved? Or did we actually try that during the 2 weeks when we were faffing around with Ghostbusters? I can't remember. But anyway, that's that. So yeah, you know, all sorts of stuff. DD. Whoops. Whoopsie. Didn't watch out for that tree, George of the Jungle. So yeah, there's all sorts of stuff coming up. Like I say, I'm going to try to publish the novel this year, but whether or not, you know, that's my hope. I am going to cover E3 if possible. I'm going to cover the Starfield showcase if possible. We're going to be playing Starfield and Dredge, Deliverers Mars, Ixion, High on Life, The Invincible, definitely. Forever Skies, I'm pretty damn sure we'll be playing that on here quite a bit. I Am Future, I'm going to dabble with that. Nivalis and hopefully Level 0, depending on, you know, what happens. Check and see if any of my little posters have come unstuck. Time for the gym. Take care, everyone. I'll be back. All right, GW. Good to see you, buddy. Enjoy your workout. Now, I'm only going to stream for about another hour just to sort of chat about, you know, the games that I've mentioned or anything else you kind of want to have a bit of chat about. I just like, you know, I put Just Cause on. The reason I'm playing Just Cause 4 is because... I did mean to mention that as well. I am really hoping at E3, really hoping that Just Cause 5 will get an announcement. You know, you guys know how I feel about these games. I've played them all to death. Just cause you can fuck about. Or, you know, and there's not... In terms of actual stuff left to do in this game, I'm pretty sure there isn't any, because I've played this to death on the channel. As I'm sure my regulars know, this is my go-to, just pissing about while I'm chatting to you guys game, so that I don't have to really concentrate on anything. I can fly around, fire missiles up the ass as a floaty thing. Oh, crap. That was stupid. I'm a bit out of practice, though, as you see. Look at that. That's what you get on a camber trying to open up your... God, I used to be the master of this game. What happened? Woo. Woo. There we go. We're getting the swing of things back. Oh, that was crap. Ooh, close. Close! You're still going to need an editor for audiobooks. Yes, when when we get... Well, we'll chat about that. You and I haven't spoken for a while properly, Tony, so we'll have a chat about that. But yeah, same sort of still stands. I was thinking about sort of looking into it, but I haven't actually been on Audible for a while. Like I said, I've been setting everything up for the last 6 months, so we shall see. But yeah, you and I will have a proper chat about that. I'm just wondering sort of how it will work, because I've always produced my own audiobooks. Well, with the exception of the Swedish company that I've worked for, I don't, they do all of that, and I just record. They just send me the thing, and I just record it and send it to them. But like the production of the thing, I'm a bit too much of a perfectionist with it, so it takes me forever, because I'm manually removing every goddamn breath, and because noise removal is automatic noise removal is shit for the most part, as I'm sure you know. So yeah, I'm kind of oops. Wait, need a grapple. There we go. Woo. So yeah, I've never used, like I say, other than that Swedish company, I've never used a separate producer. I've always done it myself. But so I've kind of wondered how that works, and whether or not you and I could look at it as something we could do. Yeah, it's. Oh, I hate that. That's one of the things I still hate about this. That you can't, see that stupid thing, this thing. I never use it anyway. I never use that function. But it's tied to the left thumbstick, which when I'm leaning into a tight turn on the wingsuit or in a plane, I end up pushing that in all the time, and it drives me banana. I hope they get rid of that for the next one. We just spend all this time coming up with new toys for Rico to have. Because, the balloons, they were fun in this one. And the rocket-powered jetpack that I got as part of the whatever edition it was that I got. I don't usually get gold and platinum edition games because I'm not usually interested in the crap that comes with them. It's I'm not willing to pay an extra 30 quid just to get a special gun. So I don't really care about that stuff normally, but just cause being one of my favorite franchises of all time, it is one of those things that I do go in for the super editions of. Whee! See that stupid thumbstick? So, what games are you? I want to know what games are you guys interested in for the year ahead, and what games are of the list, if you can remember the ones that I just mentioned. What games are you most excited about me playing on the channel, if any? Anything Destiny related? That's definitely not my thing, Tomas. Ooh. Watch out for the power line. Looking forward to seeing me play Starfield. Oh, I'm going to have a lot of fun in that. A lot of fun. It's probably... like I say, weirdly, I'm one of those weird gamers who generally, when it's RPGs, I only tend to play them once. And what I mean by that is, I don't mean I play them once and then don't play them again. I just mean I don't tend to do more than one playthrough. So once I've played through the story, I just, like a Fallout game or an Elder Scrolls, I just fuck about in the game forever and ever with the same character, just getting higher and higher level constantly. So I just play with the same character and just explore the world, generally. What I will probably do for Starfield, because I've talked to Matt about this, and we're both kind of Matt and I are really kind of geeking out quite a bit for Starfield. Because we kind of want to... We have a set way that we kind of want to explore the game. You know, when I say we, you know, separately, obviously, it's not a multiplayer game. It's a single-player game. But what I will probably do in that case is that I will probably have 2 different play lines. So I'll play on the 2 different accounts. So I'll play one of them. I'll save one of them for the stream, probably, and one for, you know, private playtime. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see what the game looks like when it comes out. What other games are about that I kind of want to have a look at the time. And what else I've got going on in general, really. Like I said, there are a lot of games. For the first time in probably... I think it's shaping up to be the most exciting, for me anyway, it's shaping up to be the most exciting year in gaming for me since the year the channel started, so since 2018. Homeworld 3! I left Homeworld 3 off the list. Homeworld 3 releases this year, which, as you know, some of you will know. Some of you will know that some of you will remember me playing Homeworld or replaying Homeworld on the channel. Homeworld is one of those few games that I have played several times through, the original one. Homeworld 2, I don't think I ever actually finished, so I might actually get around to doing that on the channel. But I've been a massive fan of the Homeworld games. I did a whole video about it when I found out about Homeworld 3 a few years ago. I replayed Homeworld 1 on the channel and always meant to go back to play 2, and Homeworld 3 releases this year. So, you know, it's one of... Most of you will know I don't generally play RTS games. They're not really my thing, but Homeworld has a special place in my heart, and I've been playing it since the year it released. Have I spoken to the professor at all? Oh, the professor, yes. Here at the arcade, we call him Merlin. Most of my buddies got a knight name, but he ended up being Merlin. But yeah, I spoke to him last week, a few days ago, like 3-4 days ago. I talked to him. Yeah, he's good. Look at this. Geeking out. Dredge. I've spoken to him in about 9 years. Whoa. He certainly does not run with the same crowd. If he'd been just another guy, I probably would have lost contact with him by now. But since, like, I owe him, in my estimation, I owe him a debt that I can't ever repay. You know, it seems silly to say it like this sometimes, but it is true. It's quite likely that without him, I would not be married to Amki now, and our children would not exist. He made it possible for me to move on to a completely new phase of my life. And that's not a debt that I'm ever going to be able to repay him. So I try not to lose touch with him. But sometimes that is difficult, because he doesn't exactly make it easy. But every now and again, he'll pop up and just say, "Hey, how's it going?" But yeah, I spoke to him the other day about something. Can't remember. Starfield Sons of the Forest, also hoping for another Valheim update. Yeah, I never really got into Valheim. Not really. It wasn't really... So, I mean, okay, so... Fantasy RPGs are not generally my thing, but there are exceptions. Every now and again there's a good one, you know. And then, of course, you know, it's not really fantasy RPG, but we talk about medieval RPGs. KCD is, of course, the one that helped me build to this channel in the first place. So, you know, we're keen on any news on KCD 2, which Roxy is utterly convinced will come at PAX East. Not sure. I think if they're going to announce it this year, they'll do it at E3, but I don't know. You know, Toby has like kind of a thing for PAX East, so but it's possible. Who knows? Valheim was amazing. Valheim was amazing for me. He needs a group of people to play with. Yeah. I mean, you know, a buddy of mine played it for a while. It was just not really my thing. Like I said, there are exceptions, but it never really did it for me. Whoopsie. Woo. Whoop. Oh Christ! I expected that to be a short tunnel. I didn't really. Oh no! Now my music's gone. Well, that's shit. Whee. Whee. Blow something up. Let's go and hijack a plane or something. Let's do that. Oh, see, the rampage, stuff like that, I don't bother with. That's the only thing in this that I've not really bothered with. I wasn't really feeling it. Because the thing is, that's all driving stuff, and that is one of the things that Just Cause games do not do very well. Their driving mechanics always been really, really shit. See if we can land on this thing, test my skill, see if we can land on this thing without actually using the grapple. Oh, I missed it! Son of a bitch! No! Train wasn't quite long enough. I should have gotten further along. Otherwise I would have. Okay, train. This time. This time. Oh no, I've got to wait for a bit of a straight. Oh no, like I said. I've got to wait till it catches up with me now. There it is. Come on, baby. Oh, look at that. Boom! Glad to see you mostly in place and doing better. Glad to hang out with everyone again and catch up any old time you're ready. Yeah, I'll catch up with you as soon as I've sorted a few more things. We'll have a chat. I was thinking about it the other day actually. I'll catch you later, buddy. Easy peasy. What the fuck? What's going on over there? Right, where are they going? Let's see, where are we anyway? Whoa, we're way over there. Oh, I did all the stunts, didn't I? Remember that? Did I complete them all? Must have. Every single stunt. Region strikes done. Every one of Sargento's things done. 124, 185, 127. Every single Garland stunt complete. Every tomb complete. The Daredevils. Oh, no. See, their shit is the stuff I have not touched, really, because I did it for a bit, but it was not a lot of fun. And for me, this game is all about having fun. If it's not fun, I do not care. Time to go. Whoosh.
Here goes.
Here goes. Oh. Right, what were we doing? Yes, Dredge. Dredge just looks gorgeous. It looks like one of those little quirky, fun kind of games that I like to play on the channel. Ooh, that's quite a bit drafty through there. Caught me off guard a wee bit. Time for bed for me. Glad to see you back again. All right, Tomboy. Thanks for dropping by, buddy. Long time no chat. Whoa! Sorry, townsfolk. My bad. Might I borrow your piece of shit car? Thank you. No. Don't worry, somebody will pick you up. Somebody will be by before you know it. Oh, man. Driving in these games is awful. Oops. Sorry. I mean, yeah, this is a piece of shit car, so it's not really a good example, but... Oh, hello! Somebody on a bicycle. What are you doing, E-Type, dude? Nice. For God's sake. Oh, wait. I'll have that while we're at it too. Thank you. Whoopsie. Overcooked that wheelie just a little bit. Oh, man. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Woo. Oh. Huh? Bye now. Oh, the bike jumped up and bit me. It was my own fault for trying to be cocky there. Stupid boy. Let's catch that bus. That's not a bus. Big ass tree.
Come around and take on some LLP races. Wanna see you wipe the smirk off of Jess' face.
Okay. That landing not so good. Ow. Ugh. Could have done that better. Okay. Woo. I don't think this train's long enough to do this. Let's try. Come on. Ah. Drop. Drop. There we go. I can drive this. Oh man! It's a cannon on a train. Whee! Aw. I was hoping to derail that thing. But alas, nay. Okay. Actually, I should write. If I'm gonna. Home World 3, which I missed off this list. If I'm actually going to make any kind of video about the games that are coming up, which I don't know if I am, but if I am, I got to write that down, really. I think, other than Starfield, which is the obvious one, I think the ones that I'm looking forward to the most... Wait. Oh, why can't I derail this thing? Well, that sucks. The ones that I'm looking forward to the most, I think, are Forever Skies and The Invincible. And I am kind of looking forward to Dredge, even though it's not really going to be a massive amount of time played, I don't think, because, you know, it's not a huge game. Well, I assume it isn't. Anyway, from the looks of it, I doubt that it's a very huge game. But I'll definitely have something a bit more kind of... I don't know what we're going to be doing when I drop in on next Wednesday. I don't know what we're going to be doing there. See you next Wednesday. We'll give something a shot. Oh, and of course, I never finished playing... what Somebody's got a shooter. Is it that fella there? Oh, bloody hell. Oh, nice work, buddy. Nice. Okay, folks, going to head off and play on the Xbox for a bit before bed. Night all. Great to see you back, XK. Great to see you too, Gigs. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for dropping by. It's good to be back. It really is. Like, I'm super excited about the whole process all over again now. So yeah, have fun on the Xbox. Did you look at the demo for Bravers? No. Nope. Uh-oh. Make a note of that. Ordinarily, Dwight, I would pull that up on here and have a look. But with everything, I think I was saying in the Discord the other day, some of the stuff that makes me nervous is the one or two things that weren't working when I plugged them all back in. And without moving anything, like, you know, obviously I've tweaked a few things here and there, but I'm not, because I was trying to get everything done at once, I wasn't very scientific about the process. So there's one or two things that are working now that weren't at first. And what makes me nervous is I don't really know why. Oh, yes. Look at that. Dead shot on the petrol station. Petrol station. I'm doing that as though you guys will know what the reference is, but of course not. Something my children do in the car. No, so ordinarily, yeah, I'd open that up and check it out here on the thing, but since I don't want to mess with anything, and Streamlabs has been a bit of a dick, frankly. Oh no, that's one of my guys. Yeah, Streamlabs has been a bit of an asshole. 1.0 isn't until Q2 this year. Okay. Boom. But yeah, I'm really looking. I think probably the next new game that I'm going to play is probably Dredge. Is probably going to be the first one of the ones that are on here. But you know, Forever Skies hasn't got any date yet, so, and that's early access. And of course, I'll play some more Shipbreaker. I mean, you know. Duh. Boom.
We could have something here. Looking into it.
Whee! Come on. Nobody wants to play with me. Fight me. Come on. Oh, there you go. Oh, hello. Whoa. Goodbye. So, what I'm hoping to do, so next Wednesday, I don't yet know what we're going to play on Wednesday. No idea. It might probably be something that we played before, or it might be that I start my playthrough of Far Changing Tides, which, you know, I played like the first hour of, I think, on the stream before, and then I never finished it. So maybe we'll play through that. Come on. God damn it. So it might be that we do that when it comes to next week. What do we got there? Ah! Wow. You just wait until I got out, really, to blow everything to shit. Looks like I got out of there at the right moment. Whoops. So yeah, I think I'll probably... I might do something like Far Changing Tides, which we never did, because we did Far Lone Sails all the way through, because I think that was in a single stream, I think. I don't really know how long Changing Tides is. It might be doable in a single stream, I don't know. Who knows? But the I did only play the hour of that one, so I said I was going to start it again and do an entire playthrough here on the stream. Which, so far, we haven't done. So that might be next week. And then the week after that, as I said, we're going to be playing... What the shit? I thought all you guys are gone. Aren't you all dead? But, boom. Yeah, so the week after that, on the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, so that'll be the 20th, I think, the 20th, 21st, and 22nd. Look at this little missile. Can we shoot that? So the 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd, I'll try to figure out what we're going to do there. But hopefully the 21st. The 21st is the Tuesday when I hope we'll be able to put together some sort of multiplayer session. Oh, I want that thing. It's really hard to get on. Oh, sorry, pressed the wrong button there. Yep. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Nope. We should probably get off. Oh, I got stuck. That's why I stopped doing that. Whenever I try to drive these things, you always get jammed in. There's a weird little bug where I always get jammed in the thing, and then I can't, like, nothing works. So I've got to wait till it falls into the sea and gets blown up now. Which is not ideal. Boosh. Come on, explode already. There you go, you see? Yeah, there's that weird glitch thing there. I'm back at work then, but I'll see how you boys fare. Oh yeah, yeah, you've joined us in one of those before, haven't you? I forgot. So, but yeah, I'm going to try to put one of those together. A Project Winter thing, ideally, which I wanted to do as like a Christmas special again last, in 2022, but obviously didn't get back on in time. I know Richard will find that fun. He always loves those.
Possible disturbance. Checking it out.
He gets all his kicks from those. And it really would be cool if we could get Matt and HJ in there as well. So if we could get Matt and HJ and Richard and Roxy and Spiff. And we'll see. See what we got left then. But yeah, there'll be some Chivalry 2, I'm sure, over the next year, because there's loads of new stuff coming up for that. All kinds of things. I feel like I want to hijack something interesting. But look, you get this. Look at that. See? It's one of those bloody shaggy type things. What, am I finding fun? Just finished a hunt. A Project Winter multiplayer stream. It's what I was talking about. I was just saying we're trying to get. If we could try, if possible, to get you, me, Matt, HJ, Roxy, Spiff. I think Dwight said he's just going back to work, but we'll see. We'll see what else we can get going on there. See what else we can get going. I really want to steal something fun. Doesn't seem to be anything. Ooh, ow. Oh, scraped the old nadgers on the edge of that building there. Yeah, that's not fun and interesting. Well, fun, but not exactly speedy. Yeah. Oh. Okay, I'm just going to borrow this. You don't mind? Didn't think so. Excellent. I'll be on my way. What? What is that directing me to? No. My inner deviousness. Yes. We all know about your inner deviousness. We're hosting our annual basketball tournament starting tomorrow. I'm announcing and always enjoy that. Cool. But in half an hour, I'm MC for a pep rally at the elementary school. Whoa. No issues talking to a couple of hundred adults, but I've got real nerves about the kids. Strange. Yeah, a lot of people have that. I used to get... I went through a weird thing when I was in school. You know, I used to play guitar and sing, and I would write plays and I would act in stuff, and like I was always on the stage, and actually at a local theatre on the stage a few times there. And it never really bothered me. And then I sort of didn't do it for a while, and then in my 20s, something had happened to me where I don't know what it was, but something had gone off where even I was working for a really shitty sort of pyramid scheme type thing at the time. And even leaving a message on the company answering machine that could potentially be listened to by thousands of people, but essentially I was just talking into a phone onto a machine. Even that filled me with such dread, I just came off shaking, and I was like, I was a wreck. And then, you know, I started doing YouTube stuff again. Way back in, like, so I started doing YouTube stuff first of all in 2007, so 16 years this year since I started on YouTube, and I started making YouTube content. Then I moved to Sweden, and I was a tour guide, and the tour guide thing seemed to knock that out of me again. Like, talking to people I was terrified. The first 2-3 days, I was absolutely shit scared. The first 2-3, well, the training was enough to knock it out of me a little bit, but then when I got onto doing the... Oh, hello. You're an interesting vehicle. I'll have you. Yeah, then when I got to doing the actual job, the first 2 or 3 days, like, scared the crap out of me. And after that, I just kind of calmed down. And then, you know, once I got back to... That seemed to knock it back out of me again and kill all the nerves. And once I got back to doing videos and YouTube videos and then live streams, you know, now, you know, I talk for a living, so it just didn't seem to bother me anymore after that. After I'd done the tour guide thing, I don't... Today is actually the first day in years that I've been even remotely nervous for coming onto a live stream or anything, and even that wasn't really... I would barely call it nerves, really. And it wasn't nerves about talking in front of you guys, it was nerves about shit going wrong, because it's that long since I got everything working. Oops. I don't know where I'm going. I do not know where this green line is taking me. It's taking me to that thing, but I don't know what that thing is. I'm almost certainly not going there. Let's have some fun with rockets. Let's do that. I'm gonna sign out of here in a bit and end the stream and get back to proper streaming next time. But can we? No. Nope. No, that's balloons. Right, we don't want that. How do I? There we go. That's the one. Hey. Oh, there we go. Right, so we don't want that either. Let's get rid of that. So we put them on the bottom. Let's put some rockets on. Rocket Robin. Oh. Oh, it's not good though. I don't think it's going to work very well, this. Let's I'll tell you what, let's see if we can flip this thing over first. This is never easy, but... Oh. Yeah, that didn't go as advertised, did it? Okay. Sound like you're driving an RC car. I know. They're really, really shit, the cars. The cars in Just Cause games, like, they're fucking awful. Oops. Okay, let's see. Oh, for God's sake. What? Will you fuck off? Goodbye, Mr. Bomb. Oh, this fella's enthusiastic. Look, let's make him a little bit less so, shall we? Rocket up your ass, buddy. Oh, come on. See? Oh, no. I've been out of it too long. I don't know what all the controls are now. I've got to go and remind myself. Let's go somewhere high. Whoop. Tink. Sure they'll send the helicopters after me in a minute, but... Right, so that... Wait. What is that? What the hell is that thing? Balloons, what is this?
Calling off search for hostile. Resume regular patrols.
There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay. I need to adjust the... I haven't used these rockets since I tried to make that ridiculous stunt jump over the canyon. Well, not over the canyon, over the ocean. Ouch. So I'm not... Ooh, that looks like it might be fun. Let's have a look. I'm sure it'll buff out, yeah. Whoopsie daisy. Let's see. Rocket powered thing. I don't think I can get underneath. Oh, alright, wait. Okay. No, that's not gonna work. So where are my regular thing? Oh, I know what I'm with that. Right, hang on. See if I can remember how to adjust all of this crap. Apparently I can't. No, that's not right. That's the goddamn hoverboard. Oh wait, that thing's up on...
There we go.
No, I can't drive that one anyway. Right, I've got to figure out how to adjust all of this stuff, but I can't remember. Nope, that's the hoverboard. Don't be an idiot now. No, see, that's just colours and that's just skins. Okay. Oh, wait, is that it? That's it. There we go. So that's the retractor, but I don't want that to snap. So, is that what it's doing at the moment? Shock tether. The retractor, right? Edit models for the retractor. I don't want the pulse. To snap, pulse, deactivate. I don't want the power yank. Should be on really soft. Retract speed should probably be quite low. Right, there we go. That should do it. I don't know. I think this is too heavy, but let's give it a shot. Oh, that's not. That's a fecking rocket. That. What was it? B? Where are the balloons? Yeah, that's a balloon. Yeah, we don't want that. Wow. Heavy ass balloon. Okay, C. No, that's the rocket, for God's sake. Oh my God! Seriously? Am I out of practice at this game or what? A. With the retractor. Well, that did what I wanted it to do. Oh no! It's a... Come on! What kind of... That's bullshit. Yep. There we go. Right, now... we should be able to put some rocket boosters on this thing. No, that's fucking balloon. There. Rocket boosters. But then, I've got to turn it the right way up again without everything going horribly wrong. So that's where things get a little bit janky. Okay. Well, let's see what happens. That's really not what I wanted to do. Come on. There we go. Seriously? Oh, come on! No, that's not nearly enough lift. Okay, well...
Stretch my legs.
Wait, so what I've got to do now is get out of here and attach some balloons to get it off the ground first. This could go all kinds of wrong. Okay. Balloons. I'll never be as cool again as accidentally kicking a guy to the floor and arrowing him in the face. No, that's true enough. See you, Dwight. Good to see you, buddy. Oh. Okay. Yep. And we're off. Now, we need to engage the rockets. Rocket-powered, balloon-lifted JCB. Rocket Robin. Wow. Oh. Yeah, kind of forgot that was a thing. Oops. Well, this is going to be an interesting landing. Whoa! You'll never get past Rocket Elf. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's the lights. Good. Where's the parachute? Oh. Like you say, what you're on about these things, tough old things, aren't they? Okay, yeah, it is possible I went with something just a little bit too heavy there. I probably should have started with something a bit lighter, but... kind of having all the wrong stuff selected. Oh wait! I know what I can do. I know what I can do. I've been trying to do this wrong. I know what I can do. I can rejig the booster so that it boosts down only. I mean, or I can make it directional. No, it's all coming back to me now. It's all coming back to me now. Don't worry about it. It's all coming back to me. I know you're not worried. I know you don't give a shit, but I was worried. Look, lateral and up. Booster will never fire downward, right? So that's, we don't want that. No, booster will fire in any direction towards the other end, whichever end that is. Burnout time. 5 seconds, I think, seems good. Towards the other end. Boost in their standard direction. Away from the camera. Now, the problem is, when it says towards the other end, I don't really know what that means. So, towards what end? Let's see. Right, so they'll boost towards the end that you first deploy. So, let's take this thing. This thing here. Okay. That's good. One on here. Okay. One right here. But I've not done this very carefully. You've got to... If you don't get these even, all sorts of shit goes wrong. Look at that. It's going to go wrong. Everything's going to go tits up. And then maybe... How many of these have I got? Can't remember how many boosters I get to use. This, I'm just going to boost straight into the wall if it doesn't let me have another 2 after this. Let's hope it does. 7. Let's hope I'm allowed 8. I really hope I am. It appears so. All right. Kiss your mama, son.
This will.
Whoa! Yep, that worked. Oh dear. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. That, see? Incredible bouncing truck. I should have... Now, if you press only boost downwards, you can alleviate some of that. This roll. Okay. Oh, no, no. Ow. Okay. Right, let's get some speed going before we activate those. Okay, straight road, straight road. That'll do. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Woo! Come on, up, 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 up. Oh. Oh, physics. Not really a thing. Okay. Whoop. Mega awesome super jump. Oh, shit. That's... Okay. Alright. Wee-hee. And... Oh, that guy's fucking... shit in his pants. Okay. Come on. Come on now. You got this. Come on, baby. Okay, let's see how hard... No! Don't tip! Don't tip! Oh, shit, 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 shit. Oh, crap. Okay, okay. There we go. Nope, nope, nope. Ah! Just wants to flip over. Ooh. Oh, man. Wow, this thing is tough. Tough! All right. You'll never get past Rocket Help.
Someone is transporting a false artifact in the vehicle nearby. Get rid of the vehicle if you would.
Okay. Well, sorry, Harvey, I didn't see where it was, buddy. So instead, I'm gonna just do this, if that's okay with you. Woohoo! Okay, this is no good. Look. Right, I tell you what. Let's get ourselves a new ride. Damn fine suspension. You're right there, HG. Right, let's get ourselves a new ride. And this time, what's the burnout effect? Overclock. Whoa. No, let's not do that. Yeah, we don't want that. Let's have it. Lateral and up. Horizontal. That's no good. I thought you could have it fire straight down, but I guess not. I thought maybe there was a way to have it just firing down. That's unfortunate. Okay. Well, that sucks. Let's send it to a fitting end. Goodbye, my friend. You were a fine vessel. Nope. Okay, the balloons don't. There we go. Whoa! That took him a while. Let's see if it comes back down in the exact same spot. If it ever comes down again. Oh yeah, I think it's coming. Yeah, here it comes. Oh yeah. Yep, here it comes, baby. That is not going to survive this. Nice. Whee! Hey, what you boys doing? Whoosh. Alright, okay. Oh, that. Yeah, see? My flight skills have gone all to pot now. And
never seen anything like that. Hola, Hugo.
and you never will again, baby. Right, let's go for one last ride. What have we got this time? Let's balloons ought to do it. It's only a bike. Adios.
Off we go.
Whee! Oh, it's a lovely night for it. Look, beautiful. I can see my house from here. Now, if it had some rockets on the ass end to give us a bit of forward propulsion, there, we'll be okay. Dogfight going on underneath my bike. Ooh. You know what, folks? I have a feeling this is probably going to hurt. No more rolling around in this sack for Rico. Look at that beautiful moonlit night. Hold on. Oh! Bit of a spill. Right as rain, look. Oh god, handles better as a feckin' air balloon. Oh man. Whoa. Okay. I think we're done with that. Yo, goat. Boosh.
Possible enemy activity. Investigate.
All right. I'm going to wrap it up there, since really all this stream was about was to update you on what was going on and what I planned to have going on and where I've been and why I've been gone so long and all that kind of stuff, which is why I picked this game, because I can always just piss around and I don't really have to concentrate much. But I did say that I would end it early, and since this was just a mess about informative stream as much as anything else, we are going to leave it there. But I will be back next week with something, I don't know what, if you're in the Discord, let's see if this button works. Nope. Did you hear the thud there? I'm just going to pretend that never happened. Whoa! Feet never touch the ground. If you're in the Discord, you know, keep up to date with what I post in there. I'll post whatever it's going to do, whatever I decide to do before next week, I hope. But, you know, maybe it'll be a surprise. I don't know. Probably we'll start something like Far Changing Tides. I think, like I said, I think the first new game that I'll probably play is going to be Dredge, and that doesn't release till the 30th of March. But there'll be lots of other stuff to do in the meantime. I'm sure HJ and SK's back. Tell a friend. Scrolls, how you doing, buddy? Well, I see you've got your latest Sea of Thieves parody song ready already. Like, that seems like a really short space of time between that one and the last one. Like, I'm amazed that you got it done that quick. I'm very impressed. How are you, my friend? Well, I trust. I hope. Yeah, so I think the first new thing that we're going to play is going to be Dredge, but that doesn't release till the 30th of March. And then we've got all sorts of other stuff, like I said, stuff that I missed the release of, like Deliverers Mars and Ixion and High on Life. High on Life, could be that. Maybe next week, we'll see. Old favourites like Grounded and Chivalry 2 and RDO, and I'm sure that the guys will join me in various things. And we'll do like at least one Ghostbusters stream, because, you know, like I said, it's got limited lifespan. Ghostbusters, limited play to it in the state that it's in now, anyway. But, you know, it's certainly a lot of fun to play with friends, just every now and again, just to trump into it and sort of play against each other. But we'll do that on stream at some point, definitely, because I think it'll be a lot of fun. So Dredge, we've got Deceive Incorporated, which we'll see. I think that could go either way. It looks like it'll be a lot of fun, but I can also see it being something that people expect to be a lot of fun, but turns out to be absolute shit. Delivers Mars, Ixion, High on Life, all the old stuff. Starfield, of course, when it releases, and I will also cover the Starfield showcase, assuming that it happens, you know, at a date and time that's somehow convenient or that I can make work. The Invincible sci-fi thriller, retro futuristic sci-fi thriller, really, really looks like an awesome game, but no release date on that as yet. Forever Skies, no release date on that. That's going into early access first, I think. How long it'll be in early access for, I don't know, whether it sinks or swims. Like I said, seems like Raft for the Skies, that air balloons, upgradable air balloons, which have always been a lot of fun, but like I said, they've never done it quite right yet. So hopefully that'll be the one. And I think they're looking at 4-player co-op for that. So depending on the platforms, hopefully I can get the guys doing that with me as well. I Am Future, which is something I'm certain that only I will play, and I'll probably only dabble with it. How often it will appear on the stream, I don't know if it will appear on the stream, but hopefully it's like a post-apocalyptic game, but just a little bit more sort of fun and lighthearted and friendly, rather than the dark, dismal shooting zombies kind that you normally see. Nivalis, which is a game I talked about before, which they don't really know, they don't describe very well, and I can't really figure a way to describe it. It's future-y, it's adventure-y, it's a management thing, it's a builder thing, it's a sim thing set in a cyberpunk world. It's like a voxel game in a similar in appearance, at the low level, similar in appearance to Teardown, but a little bit more fancy. Quite pretty looking. And Homeworld 3, which I didn't really mention much earlier on the list, but I've stuck it on the list now. And Level 0. Whether or not I play Level 0, because you all know that it's not my kind of game. Survival horror is not really, but it is a sci-fi survival horror, which changes things a little bit. A space-based survival horror, because that's more my kind of thing. It will sway me a little bit in that direction, but it's a multiplayer PvP survival horror, so whether or not I play it depends largely on what platforms it releases for and what the specifics of PvP play are. If you're just playing against randoms, it's really not my kind of thing, but if I can play it against my buddies, then you'll definitely see that on the channel. But, you know, lots of other things coming up. But that is it for now. It's going to be an early one. I'm going to sign off early because this was only really an update. As I said, next week I won't be back to my Tuesday schedule. It'll be Wednesday again next week because next Tuesday is my birthday. So I'm having the day off, and but so I'll shift on to Wednesday again next week, and the week after that, I hope this is not set in stone, but I hope we'll do Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and I'm really hoping that on Tuesday we can do a Project Winter type multiplayer scenario, and I'll get some other content creators if I can. Hopefully Spiff will join us. I know that Richard will if he can. I know HJ will if he can. I know that Matt will if he can. Roxy, I hope, but you know, she's been kind of busy lately, and we'll see. But yeah, that week, the Monday is the 5-year anniversary of this channel. So that's why I wanted to do something a little bit special that week. But we'll see. I'll keep you updated on the Discord. In the meantime, despite my doubts that I had around sort of November, whether or not I would return at all. Yes, HJ, I'll check that out. I'll talk to you probably later tonight, in fact. But, you know, we'll see. Yeah, despite some doubts that I had at one point when everything was going, you know, if you were here for the early part of the stream, you'll know that we went through some tough times between July and the end of last year. Like, it's great that we've got our own home now, but other than that, everything else about 2022 was shit. Absolute shit. So I'm kind of glad that 2022 is behind us, but, you know, I'm always wary of saying that these days because they just seem to get worse and worse. We'll see. But despite all of that, I am really, really excited to be back. I'm really excited to be gaming again. And I got my mojo back. I got my excitement for gaming and making content back. So, you know, keep an eye on the channel and keep an eye on the Discord if you're not in there already. Apparently, Stream Deck still doesn't have YouTube chat integration working. I think they must have just given up on it and they just can't be bothered. I don't know. I'll contact them again. We'll see. But consequently, I can't link the Discord with the Stream Deck. But anyway, until I see you again, it's really great to be back. It's been really great to see you all. Thanks to HJ. Thanks, HJ. There's the Discord link. Thanks to HJ. Thanks to Richard and Dwight and GW and Tom and like everybody else and Brew and everybody else that turned up today for the stream, and Scrolls who's just dropped in there to say hi, and Spiff and everybody else. Thank you for joining me. I will be back. I am back, and I'm excited to be back, and I'll see you next time. But until then, from Nights Arcade, this is Sleepless Night saying nighty night.